What is going on, guys? Today I'm be talking about how would Marvel's version of Crisis on Infinite Earths go. Now, some of you might be thinking, but they pretty much already have their version of that, which is Secret Wars. But I'm not talking about having the villain of Doctor Doom. Of course, I'm talking about the Anti-Monitor. How would the Marvel Universe handle the Anti-Monitor? Now, if the Anti-Monitor invaded or faced the Marvel Universe in a crisis-style event, it would trigger a massive cosmic war. Marvel's construct entities and heroes would respond very differently than DC did. Now, an antimatter wave would bleed into Marvel's negative zone and split over, deleting alternate realities. And planets across different dimensions would vanish into white light. And Galactus, he would probably sense the loss of potential substance as entire universes are erased, drawing him into direct conflict with the Anti-Monitor. And the Living Tribunal and possibly even the Beyonders would view the Anti-Monitor as a disruptive anomaly, while a standard universe eater possesses a local threat. A multiversal collapse forces higher cosmic intervention. Doctor Strange and magic users would realize standard spells fail against antimatter physics, and Reed Richards and Tony Stark would scramble to build tech using the ultimate nullifier, using it as the only weapon capable of matching the Anti-Monitor's output. Heroes from multiple realities would team up, but brute force would fail against his armor. Ultimately, Marvel's heavy hitters like the Silver Surfer, channeling cosmic energy combined with strategic strikes using universal class weaponry would crack his shell. Unlike DC's permanent reboot, Marvel's elastic multiverse would likely snap back or remerge the powers that be, leaving the cosmic hierarchy and scarred but intact. Now is how they could defeat him. The Marvel Universe would defeat the Anti-Monitor using a combination of reality-altering powerhouses, cosmic abstract entities and super geniuses' scientific planning. While the Anti-Monitor can consume universes, Marvel's deep-tier cosmic heresy and reality warpers outclass him. Now, the Living Tribunal, he would likely step in to neutralize a threat to balance of reality. Representing the sum of all realities, they possess the scale of combat, multiversal destruction. And some people might want to bring in the Phoenix Force, capable of burning away and rebirth of universal constructs, matching the Anti-Monitor's destructive output. And Molecule Man and Franklin Richards both can manipulate matter and reality on a cosmic scale, effectively undoing the Anti-Monitor's antimatter assaults. Now, real King Thor wields ultimate magic and divine authority far beyond standard universal threats. I could see Thor into Rune King Thor in order to defeat the Anti-Monitor. Of course, I don't think he's going to be able to defeat him in his normal form. He's going to have to turn into King Thor in order to somehow defeat him or have a chance. But let's say he's not enough in order to defeat him. Blue Marvel and Sentry provide the raw, powerhouse frontline muscle to stagger his physical form. Maybe all three of them can end up trying to destroy the Anti-Monitor. They could all join in together and try to end up destroying him. And Reed Richards, Tony Stark, and Doctor Strange and Black Panther would analyze his antimatter signature and engineer a multiversal quantum grind or nuclear, much like they handle the incursions during Secret Wars. And I could see heroes and villains teaming up in order to defeat him. And Death and Oblivion, reactant entity, Death we see his domain suddenly wiped out or flooded with unnatural antimatter, prompting a direct retaliation alongside Oblivion. Now let's say their universe is already wiped out. If the antimatter wiped out the Earth already, Earth's heroes would use time travel, reality warping science, and cosmic artifacts like the Infinity Gauntlet or Ultimate Nullifier, mount a resistance from alternate dimensions, and wage out all-out multiversal war to restore their universe. And of course, the smartest minds like Reed Richards, Tony Stark, and Bruce Banner would recure, escape vessels or tech to pull remaining heroes into safe pockets or neighboring realities. They would regroup in a neutral domain like the negative zone, the astral plane, or nowhere to plan a counterattack. Heroes and villains would drop their internal feuds, realizing total annihilation leaves no one left to rule or save. Reed or Doctor Doom would analyze antimatter signatures to construct a localized ultimate nullifier or massive energy. Doctor Strange and other sorcerers would summon a cosmic gods like Eternity, the Living Tribunal, or the Watchers to judge and combat the antimatter invader. And Cable, Kang, and the Avengers would attempt to jump backward in time to stop the antimatter wave before impact. And if the Marvel heroes cannot stop him, I could see Eternity, the Living Tribunal, or the Beyonder would step up to fight him and save the universe. You know, maybe I could even see the One Above All even getting included eventually, and he ends up defeating the antimatter himself. And yes, I could see the One Above All destroying the antimatter, and once he's done defeating him, I could see the One Above All restoring the Marvel Universe, recreating the whole entire universe. And of course, the One Above All doesn't really have to do anything actively. Obviously, since he's, God in the Marvel Universe. He's obviously all powerful and all knowing in there. And, I could see him vanishing him into hell, where he's going to be in there for eternity. But yeah, I don't see the One Above All interfering until the end of the story, where he sees that the whole universe is about to end, and then he's gonna have to redo the whole universe. Well guys, that's where it all ends. If you guys like what I said, comment down below. If you guys like these kind of videos, make sure to comment down below and like the video if I could make even more of these. If you guys want me to do a specific Marvel, DC hero or villain into one video, make sure to comment down below. Other than that, thank you all for watching.